oftentimes if a contractor is pulling their hair out, we'll look and see, well, how much of your money is budgeted to a diversified marketing plan? And unfortunately, we see that they have too many eggs in one basket. And that basket is SEO and PPC. And they stopped doing the basic fundamentals of branding, guerrilla marketing, community outreach, door hangers, postcards, outbound calling. Instead, they've just given a ton of money to SEO and PPC, and it's almost like they're a drug addict to SEO and PPC vendors. Ideally, what we see from our highest performing Service Nation members out there is SEO and PPC is icing on top of the cake. It's not what they're fully dependent upon. And so that's what we're having to help a lot of contractors out there on is unhook from the drug of SEO and PPC and go back to the basics of making sure you are converting your customers to raving fans. Because the best type of lead, we argue, is from word of mouth. It's from referrals. And how do you get that? By delivering an amazing service, which is going back to the basics. Get all the neighbors to talk about you and let the phone ring that way. Otherwise, the quality of the calls and the leads that you get from SEO and PPC aren't not nearly as good as a referral or word of mouth, as we all know.
So what we see at Contractor Commerce is a lot of contractors in the world are spending a lot of money on advertising and driving people and marketing and driving people to their website, homeowners to their website, customers to their website. But once they get to the website, there's not a lot of calls to action. So what we see on a lot of contractors' website is form fills. When the homeowner fills out this form and the contractor reaches out. What our tool does really well at Contractor Commerce is provides that call to action and converts that website traffic, right? So once we convert that website traffic, what we're doing is we are meeting the customer, right? You're bringing value to the customer as soon as they get to their website. The latest study by ACHR News back in November of last year was 72% of homeowners only want to do business with contractors that have transparent pricing on their website, right? But only about 15 to 20% of the market of contractors actually provide transparent pricing, specifically system pricing on their website. And so that's what we do at Contractor Commerce, is we convert that website traffic that you're spending a lot of money on, and then converting those leads, right? So we go from 35% to 40% scheduled in-home visits of people and homeowners that go through our tool, and then 80% close rate on those in-home visits.
I would say depending too much on listing services and paid search advertising. You got product categories, geographies, seasonality. All of this can affect your return on investment for your marketing dollars. And oftentimes with paid search, that ROI just isn't there. For example, you can't create demand outside seasonality. It's just too weather dependent, right? And even at any time of year, particularly during those slower off-season periods, if we're all bidding on the same search terms and we're all chasing the same leads, all that's really doing is driving your advertising costs up. Because it's all based on supply and demand, right? Another thing is, not all customers use those platforms to make their buying decisions. And it's really hard to build a great brand using paid search alone. And branding is critical. Those companies who use the right mix of media to deliver the right messaging, great storytelling, social proof, great design, all the elements of a great brand are able to realize increased referral business, increased repeat business, plus a great brand really appeals to a higher value customer, and that can result in higher closing rates and higher average tickets.
One thing that contractors should also be considering and remembering is that their existing customer base is super important. There's a lot of potential and opportunity within your own marketing base. And so to have some automated solutions for your existing customers can be a big win. With Marketing Pro, our marketing pros, we have the option to build exact audiences and target those audiences, whether that is expiring memberships, unsold estimates, idle accounts. You can build that exact audience. You can send out emails, direct mail campaigns, even SMS marketing to help gather and capture those existing customers. Don't forget about those. You've got a big chunk of revenue waiting right there with them.